Hosanna, welcome.
Oh, hello, hello.
Uh, we are a podcast.
We're a podcast now. We've upgraded from I don't even know,
From rogue
casual Zoom sessions to podcast.
rogue troubadours
Yes. Yeah.
talking on the internet.
Yeah. That's right.
I'm Jeremy Herzer, and
And,
I'm a musician and songwriter and professional procrastinator.
mm,
And you are?
and I am Hatori, also all of the same things. Yeah. And I'm
And
sick, so I don't normally sound like this.
I, I, I don't know. It's like I love your voice. It's one of my, like it's undeniably like one of my favorite voices. But this would be,
I Here's the thing, if I could control it, it would be
yeah,
dope.
like
But
turn it
I
on and off.
like it doesn't come in at the right time. I
Yeah.
because I tried this last song, but you'll get to hear it. Anyway, how have you been?
Great. I have missed being on this path with you every week. It was
Oh,
a
no.
nice, I mean, it was a nice break, but I missed the rhythm and the routine, and I missed hanging out with you and just kind of hearing about your week. So uh
Yeah, it's good
excited
to
to
be
be
back.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
actually felt like at first I was relieved, oh, like we get a break. I don't have to like feel stressed about having to write a song.
yeah,
But it was actually kind of miserable after that first weekend.
I agree.
I kept wanting to write songs in my head and I kept
Yep.
trying to like put
Yep.
together ideas.
Yeah.
Um, but because I didn't have that deadline, I didn't do it. I could have
I
done it.
I agree. I think I started I know I started two songs and I think I started a third one thinking,
Mm,
well, gosh, I already know I'm doing this. I know how to
right.
do it. Easy. I'm in the mode. I'm in rhythm. I should just keep going. And it turns out I have to have the fear of failing in front of someone's, whose
Dang.
opinion I care about. At the,
The
which is,
best way to do it.
I mean, I don't know how you think about, stepping back from like music and songwriting for a minute. Like there's this version of who I want to be in the world. And like I think of my dad, he just got up and went to work every day and did everything he was supposed to do. And now
Yeah.
that's my perception of him as when I was a child. Maybe if I had a conversation with him, he'd be like, "Oh no," but that's kind of the picture in my mind that I've carried through my whole life, saying that's the person that I need to be in the world, and like I am finding myself incapable of being that person. You
It's
know?
like it's a matter of willpower, right?
Yeah.
At least we think it is. And I've talked to a lot of people who I would consider successful,
Uh-huh.
you know? And when I like asked them like what got you there?
Mm.
It wasn't always like, oh, I just like brute force, like willed
Hmm.
myself to do it. Some people will say that, but most of the time they kind of stumbled into it because they just liked to do the things that they were doing.
Yeah.
So it wasn't this big little a big obstacle that they had to pass. It was like, oh, I'm curious about what it would be like to mix a song. And
Yeah.
then they did it and they kept doing
They
it,
just kept going down. Yeah.
It wasn't like a decision that they made where they're like, I'm going to do 200 songs in like 1 year. It was, they just did it whenever they could,
Yeah.
whenever it felt like it. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden they had crazy skills and a career. So,
And, and things get easier, I guess, once to your point, like there's a multiplier that comes into play at some point where you go like, oh, mixing a 2 minute song with, 12 tracks. They do the math and go, oh, that's going to take me 18 minutes to do. To me, it's
right,
like, that's 3 hours of,
3 years for me.
yeah, 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
Um,
sorry,
yeah,
I'm kind of like on
please.
this little thought process here, but it's because I've overthought everything in my life, but specifically music. I go way overboard. But when I was talking to this producer, I know it's so funny how often he says, just like let it go.
Mm,
You'd think like, oh, they're really, really good. They are picky, and he is picky.
hmm.
Like he's very detail oriented and very specific, and he will spend a lot of time doing things that I would never think to do because
Hmm.
why bother?
Yeah.
But he still knows when to stop. you know? And so there's like this balance of it's not perfectionism, it's excellence,
Yeah.
um,
Oh,
paired
wow,
with
that's good.
knowing when to quit,
Yeah.
which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's, I mean, how much of life is like that, right? Where the I think it's that diminishing returns curve, and I think it's called an asymptote, right? Where
Oh,
you realize like beyond this point, we're going to spend up to this point, we're going to spend 4 hours. Beyond this point, we're going to spend, 84 hours. Or
yeah.
that, I mean, and I guess there are probably domains of proficiency like that in my life. Showering, kind of know
Yeah.
like,
At some point, you're clean enough.
yeah, I'm clean enough. Uh, or knowing like how dirty, what did I actually get? Like, but beyond that, I don't know. It's pretty elusive still. So
That's awesome.
I'm going to start introducing myself as professional showerer.
Oh, that's great. You know, that's got to be a thing somewhere.
I hope so. If it's not, like, that's our next podcast.
Great idea. You know, okay, I'm nope. Let's get back on track. I have so many other things I could say that are completely pointless. So let's move on.
Uh,
All right.
all right, Hosanna, do you want to go first this week, or would you like me to go first?
Um, let's get mine over with
Okay.
because I just want to
All
get
right.
get on with my life. Um, okay, so this one I I obviously am sick, so I kept putting off. I was like, "Oh, I'll feel better like tomorrow and then
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it," you know. And then I was like, "Oh, today I have time tonight. I'm gonna write a song." And then I was just like like
Yeah.
so tired, had no energy. Um, and so then yesterday rolls around and I had oh no, Friday I had messed around with my looper because I have a tabletop loop station.
Right on.
It's dope. It's really fun to play with. However, I had decided like from the beginning, like, and I thought that this was gonna help me to kind of give myself parameters to like, I was like, I'm gonna write a song on this loop station, nothing else, just vocals.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
so
ended
funny.
up, and then I just got lost in this absolute like abyss of just questioning everything that I was doing and not liking anything.
Yeah.
And I'd get somewhere and be like, I have to start from scratch. So it was, I probably wrote like 4 songs, like half songs. They were all bad, terrible. Seriously, like trash songs. So then I went to bed and I woke up the next day and said, all right, this is my last chance. And I kept trying on the loop station because I like to follow through on what I
Mm-hmm.
say I do.
Yeah.
In this case, it was not serving me.
Okay.
I do it. So I gave up on the
I
loop
mean,
station and said, I have nothing else. Like I have literally an hour left. I have to do something. So then I hopped up on the keys and just went with it. And everything that came out, I felt like was stupid and cheesy. But I had nothing else. So this is what I have.
I'm fired up. I'm
So
fired
like
up.
there was like some kind of redeeming like point, but oh yeah, you'll have to enable my screen sharing.
Oh
Oh,
gosh.
it always does that. I've
Only
never,
t- you know,
I don't
only
know.
10 episodes.
Well, it's weird though, because I feel like in other meetings that I've had with other people, that's never been an
I,
issue.
I checked. I'm sure it's something in my account. I thought I checked into that, but I will check again because that's dumb to have to do that every
You
week.
know what? I did not share sound. Hang on. Let me try this again. Share screen, share sound. All right, this is called Consequences, and it kind of started off as a joke because I was so fed up with everything. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. And you can hear my sick voice here. Wrong. Whoops. Let's start here. I have that little marker set. Okay, let's do this. All right, here we
Uh,
You know how to
mm,
move this thing, this marquee.
no, but if you put I've
Like
never used
why
that.
I don't know how that got there because this wasn't doing that. Oh, it's
Oh,
gone. Okay. I clicked like, let's try it. Fourth time's the charm. There you go. If I was a little bit older, you've been a little less eager, because I know you like them young and naive. If you'd been a little bit smarter, you'd been a little more cautious. But we live and we learn and you get what you give. It's
It's like a dream come true. It all comes down on you. I'd love to be the first to say, welcome to the consequences of your actions. Bet you didn't see it coming. Bet you didn't think you'd see the day. This is all so exciting to see you in all of your glory. Now everybody knows the story. Now what do you have to say? There's a lot of different ways to live your life. You just happen to choose the worst one. And if only you'd stop to change your ways, then the truth wouldn't look like a gun in your face, but a ray for the brain. Now you don't have to take this curse to your grave. It's all on display. We all know your name. We all know your name. We all know your name. Welcome to the consequences. The consequences of your actions. Bet you didn't see it coming. Bet you didn't think you'd see the day. This is all so exciting to see you in all of your glory. Now everybody knows the story. Now what do you have to say? Welcome to the consequences. The consequences of your actions. Bet you didn't see it coming. Bet you didn't think you'd see the day. This is all so exciting to see you in all of your glory. Now everybody knows the story. Now what you have to say? Do, 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 do. Welcome to the consequences. Yeah. Welcome to the consequences. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Xana, I think that was a great song. I think you played that. If I walked into a bar, I was going to say a smoky bar, but that doesn't exist anymore.
Oh yeah.
And you were up on stage ripping that out, I would totally dig it. I'm serious. I love it. I think it's great. And I also could hear like with a backing band, I think this would be super fun for a band to play.
That would be a fun, yeah, because it's just like less serious than what I normally write, you
For
know?
sure. Yeah.
Um,
There's some funny lines in there too.
it's pretty, yeah, I mean, it was very like, you know?
Yeah.
So,
No, I think that's what I like about it, right? Is that,
yeah.
well, that's one of the things I really like about it. Like that line, and there's a lot of different ways to live your life. You just happen to choose the worst one is that's really funny. Yeah,
I
I love it.
it's funny.
Yeah,
That's it. Obviously, like it was a struggle to sing any of that. I couldn't breathe through my nose, like the
yeah,
things wouldn't come out. But I think if I like re-record it at some point, I might feel a little bit better about it. But you're
yeah,
right. I think like with a band, it would be more fun.
yeah.
I
I
could flesh it out a bit more.
I did, and I'm not, I mean, I'm a big fan of yours. Um, but I really did enjoy this. I really
That's
like this song. I think, I mean, I think so. The version of in Jeremy terms, it's probably like Jeremy writing a Chris Stapleton song or whatever, like imitating Chris Stapleton. Does that make sense? Like
yeah. Uh-huh.
that's you can hear that from a Jeremy perspective or somebody else, or maybe a Beatles song or whatever. It's like Jeremy copying whomever. This would
Yeah.
be if like Hosanna had been listening to a bunch of Billy Joel
Ooh.
um or not Sarah McLachlan, but there's is it Tori? Amos,
Oh,
or what's her name? Anyways,
I actually am not super familiar with Tori
it,
Amos, but Billy Joel, I'll take it any
yeah,
day.
right. Because it's like performing with a piano, and
Right, right.
I like the swing. I like the minor. I like the actual positioning. Like I am a musician, a real musician, I promise. But kind of where you occupy, on the keyboard. I like
Yeah,
where the notes you actually chose, like the range you chose. That's the word I'm looking for. Um, your piano sounded rich, and like I'm imagining you at Swallow Hill or wherever, um, on an actual piano. Like I think this would be dope. So
that would be fun.
it's
Maybe
really
I'll try
fun.
it out at the next
Yeah,
open.
I 100%. I think you should, and I think you're going to get a better response from this than you think.
Thank you.
Um, yeah, I
Thank
like it. So, was it? Did you started with piano first?
Yep.
So,
Yep.
I
Just
mean,
that
not
fresh.
first, but once you
Yeah.
went to keys, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
Yep. Just
then
the E minor, A minor, B. That's it.
I love it. I've been going to a songwriting class with a friend of mine, a new mentor in my life named Ken Gaines. He's an awesome songwriter. I think I heard him play 5 or 6 times before I ever heard him do the same song twice. Before I heard
Wow.
him repeating songs, like he's just one of those dudes that's got hundreds of these great songs.
That's
And one of the things he keeps hammering on me in these classes is the groove is like that's it. That's the underpinning. That is going to tell you everything else about the song. Like it makes once you choose the groove, it makes a ton of other decisions for you,
yes.
you know? And I haven't really been thinking about my songs in that way, but it's really true. And I
Uh-huh.
think the groove you chose, like you matched the lyrics and your melody and everything, I think with that perfectly.
Thanks.
Um, so this is, I mean, I, again, like I know some people are critical of like Nickelback or pop country. People are really critical of like, it's like a formula and a robot wrote it. And I'm like, yeah, but it's fun to listen to. And it feels satisfying. And that's how I feel about this song is like, man, this
Right.
is,
That, I think that actually it feels indulgent.
yeah,
Like it felt like I wasn't being creative with my lyrics. It felt like I was just like, bleh, you know?
just, yeah,
Just
I
I
totally
wasn't
get
trying
that.
hard. But I think that also added that kind of characteristic to it that is just like easy. It's very
Yeah.
easy to consume,
Yeah,
you know? Very,
absolutely.
yeah.
I like, and again, I think a lot of this, like I'd have to think if this, like, if I really, I don't know that this was telling my story or whatever, but like it definitely is a story in there. And if, I don't even have to use my imagination. It's like my imagination automatically is listening and trying to parse out a story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like everybody has like someone,
yeah,
that you're, ha, I'm glad you got in trouble.
yeah, exactly. Yes, yes.
Like what goes around comes around. Like
G-
somebody in your life, you're like, you had that come, even if it's like an
Yeah,
annoying coworker, that
yeah.
gets fired or something. Like
Well, I would say even if it's not someone you know, even if it's like a celebrity or something that you're like,
totally.
oh yeah, that guy's a scumbag.
Yes.
Um, so yeah, I dig this a lot. I mean,
Oh,
I think,
thank you.
I think it's keeper, and I dare say it might be a banger.
Oh my goodness. How dare you?
Go on.
Go on, tell me more.
I love it.
Thank you.
Any other thoughts? Anything I
Oh
didn't ask
no,
or
man.
that you?
I'm, it's again, I've had a good night of sleep and
Yeah,
coming back to it, I was cringing a lot less this time around than I was
yeah,
yesterday.
yes,
So I don't know what that means. Sometimes you're just in a place where
yeah,
everything sounds bad, everything is embarrassing,
hmm,
everything is cringy.
yeah,
I think that's where I was like this whole week.
yeah,
But
yep.
it's good to know that that's very subjective and hopefully it comes and goes.
Yeah, it totally is. And the fact is, I mean, just to be realistic for, both of us try to be realistic about this is like you could, I always try to remind myself I could play these songs for 10 different people and get 10 different
Yes.
There might be two people that are just like, oh my God, I've written songs in the past where I will have a friend listen to it, and for years, they will fawn over what an amazing song it is. And I don't think it is.
Huh.
And no one else does either. But for whatever reason, it was
Just,
that person's
yeah.
checked all the boxes for him. And like, that's really flattering, but at the same time, it's like, it's vapor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's nice, but one, I'm on to the next thing.
Right.
And two, like, that song was fun, but you know,
Yeah. No,
so.
yeah, it's just a mystery. You never know
Mhm,
what people are gonna like. As much as we try to figure it
mhm.
out, and like there are formulas that might work for a certain group of people,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes, but
Mhm.
there's no 100%,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I think you've written enough. The wrong This is the wrong way to say this, but serious songs or serious music or whatever. You've written enough of those in my mind that you are allowed to write the way
Yeah,
you just did. And
yeah.
and again, I'll also just say, to me as a listener, it comes off as um it doesn't come off as like flippant and something thrown together.
Oh, that's good.
I liked it. So
That's great. Well, thank
yeah,
you. That makes
yeah,
me feel better
it's good.
about it. So
Yeah, I really do think you should try an open mic, and
I'm gonna do it.
I think
I
people will
think
dig it.
there's one in a couple weeks, so
Yeah,
I'll try it out.
love it.
Okay, Jeremy,
Okay.
what was your experience?
I had some similar experiences to you. I started on Sunday, and I actually started in Splice
Ooh.
because I was listening to, do you remember I sent you Sampha?
Mm-hmm.
I he has a song, it's just him on a piano, and then these beautiful like four people in an apartment complex hallway or a parking garage or something, harmony. So it's like
Wow.
these kind of like not big choir, but like kind of intimate, but also,
Kirby.
yeah, verby. Um, and the song was, no one knows me like the piano in my mother's home. And it's really simple, beautiful. I'm butchering the melody there, but I was like mowing the lawn, listening to that. And I was like, that's what I'm doing, except I don't play piano.
Mm.
So I went to Splice and I just started pulling stuff in, and I was having such a good time with it until it came time for me to write a melody. And I was really, there's all these jazz chords, and I was like, oh my gosh. Plus, I realized, like, oh, this isn't that simple, beautiful thing that I was thinking. This is now Jeremy's writing gospel music, which
Right.
would be dope, but
Would be dope.
well out
Absolutely.
of my depths there. So that was idea number one that got scrapped. I want to say on Wednesday.
Mm.
And I had some time invested in that. Idea number two was I picked up my guitar right away and I started messing around on my electric, and I found something I thought was really cool. And actually, I think I want to write it later, come back to it because it was really fun. But it was highly dependent on this particular drum sound I heard in my mind to go with
Uh,
the part. And I just couldn't get it
yeah.
through the AI drummers. And I thought about doing it with the, oh, wow. But those always, it's kind of like what you were saying, is like it felt very unserious to me. Those drum sounds, I can't get them to sound,
Yeah.
they sound cartoonish almost.
Huh? Yeah.
Uh, so I spent like a day, maybe a day and a half on that. So
Mm.
that's Thursday's gone.
Oh my God.
I think it was all of Thursday. So I hit save, and that was what did I call it? Week 10, version 2 or whatever. So now we're on to version 3. So I picked up my guitar, and the song Hanging Around by Counting Crows? Been
Vaguely.
hanging around this town on the corner.
Yeah.
There's a guitar. Anyways, I had that vibe in my mind of just like, and the song now does not sound anything like it. But that kind of, once I picked up my guitar, it just, what I started playing kind of sounded like that. So I just let it run me down the road. I stayed very simple in my chords. Um, I I think you and I've talked about this, but I have had a fair amount of depression and
Mhm.
anxiety and some pretty hopeless days in the last, 7 years of my life. And I have really enjoyed writing or trying to write happy songs
Yeah,
lately.
that's
So
awesome.
yeah, I mean, so it's hard. I think it's harder in some ways for me to write a happy song, not just because I don't necessarily feel, but like a lot of the language comes off as feeling trite or
Same.
yeah, it's like
Absolutely.
it's like,
Yep.
Stanley Do-Gooder or whatever. It's like we get it. But so I tried to write a song that I thought would something I would want to say to myself some mornings.
Hmm.
And then I'll tell you, I had some other thoughts about the lyrics, but I'll share that with you here and after. Because I want to point out a particular part. So let me see if I can share sound. Can you see that okay?
I can.
Okay. I want Logic. And I'll edit this out. Can you still hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let me see if you can hear this. Actually, can you hear the click?
I can.
Okay. All right. So this song is called, oh, this song is called Let Your Colors Fly. And I might
Ooh.
just call it Colors. So even as I'm playing for it, I feel so hokey, but here we go.
Another day with the sun rising in the gray, stepping right back underneath that wave. You wanna go right back to sleep, yeah. But it's a gift, a chance to saturate the life you live, to greet the moment with a joyful kiss, to be someone you wanna be. When your life gets heavy, your light grows dim, when you feel like giving up or giving in, raise your fist to the sky. Let your colors fly. Let your laughter be a battle cry.
That's a full damn production. Are you kidding me? You did this like last minute? What the hell? That's crazy. Dude, that's
Well,
awesome.
thank you. Thank you
This
very
is
much.
it sounds kind of different from what you normally do. Like I
Yeah,
think the vocals. So do you have your vocals doubled?
I do. Yeah.
I kind
And then,
of like it.
yeah, it was fun. And I started out with, they were both uh, same level and just panned,
Yeah.
hard. So I've been working on, this guy I was watching on YouTube about mixing, and he was saying, before you get into plugins, try making your mix sound pristine with just volume and faders, right? So that's kind of what I was messing around with, is like, um, and then by the way, I used Vocaline, just for anybody
Right.
who's, I know, I've heard all the stories of like Dave Grohl doubles all his vocals in one take. I'm like, well,
No,
that's
no,
great.
no, no. I've tried it. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
impossible.
I was like, that's
It's
good for
impossible.
him. Good for
Stop,
you.
Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
I
God.
love Dave Grohl, but so I use Vocaline, which I've been learning how to do that. And it, by the way, knowing I was going to double them and try to have it sound a little bit like this, totally changes the lines I
I
wrote.
was that's okay. I
Yeah.
was gonna say that. It's the melodies are so different than I feel like what you would normally do. It's a lot more, what's the word? Secure. Not in a
Yeah.
bad way, but it's very established. It's very
Yeah.
crowd song. Like it's stuff that
Yes.
people catch on to, they'll latch onto and sing.
Yeah.
Uh I mean it's cool. It's
Thank
really
you.
cool. I love it. But
It,
it's different. It's a band song. It's not like a solo artist song.
yeah. I mean, I am going to play this at an open mic, just because I like again, the flamethrower vocal. I like singing as
Oh,
loud
absolutely.
and as high
Yeah,
as I can.
and you're good at it too, so
Oh,
you
thank
should.
you.
No, yeah,
Uh,
I think sorry, but when
no,
I
please.
said like it's like a band song, it just means like it has all of that energy.
Mm.
Just like there's just the layout, the arrangement, the lyrics, it's all very what's the word? I can like hear a chorus of people singing it.
Oh, thank you.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
started today, or before work this morning, I started trying to get in some backing vocals on the chorus, and it just wasn't working. So I feel like I need some more, and actually I think the chorus generally, I don't know. I'm on the fence about the chorus. Like, I like the verse and the pre-chorus. I was really surprised.
I,
The pre-chorus is actually the first melody I came up with.
that's my part.
Um, and that, I think, really was kind of the final signpost of what direction this song was going to go, into more of a
Yeah.
Jack Johnson.
Yeah.
Um, it's not like an island song, but it's definitely that kind of like, you know,
It's
uh,
sunshiny.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what I wanted ultimately. Like, I wanted this to just be like some kind of uplifting
I love it.
something for me.
It
Thank
is.
you.
I think very uplifting. I think you nailed it. Like the fact
Thanks.
that you set out to do this and then you actually got exactly what you
Yeah.
set out to do is pretty impressive. I feel like I always go, I'm gonna write, this
Uh-huh.
kind of song, and then I end up with something completely different.
Yeah. Uh I wanted more guitar in there, but again, it's just a function. I did double the electrics too, which I was amazed how uh effectively I was able to do that. And I
Cool.
had some other parts I messed around with. I haven't done bass yet, so I think I probably will add a simple bass part before I put it up to SoundCloud or whatever. But yeah, I definitely think there's some meat left on the bone here, and mostly kind of vocally,
Mm.
um, with some backing vocals, and then also the lyrics. Again, there's some stuff in there that I'm like, eh. But I also uh, kind of feel like it's John Mark McMillan once, that song, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yes.
He, yeah, right. I heard him in an interview once saying, yeah, I saw this guy, just a particular review gave me 4 stars out of 5. And he said the big critique he had was there's too many woes in that song. And he goes, in that moment, I realized, like, I don't care what people, I just don't. He goes, and it was liberating because I realized in that moment, like, I don't care what reviewers think of my music. anymore.
Oh, that's cool.
So I try to remind myself of this sometimes when I'm like, I got to get these lyrics perfect.
Mhm.
It's like, no, you don't. Somebody's going to think it's stupid. Somebody's going to think it's awesome. And
Yes.
so the
That's
one,
cool.
the one other thing I'll point out is this line right here. So there's a question that's kind of been rolling around in my head that I heard recently. It's, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Right? What's one thing you would do if you knew you couldn't fail? So I was trying to figure out, and this is a little bit awkward. It's a little bit of an awkward way to get it in here, but that's kind of the thinking.
I think it hits like
Oh,
hard
okay,
because
good.
it sticks out and it's very poignant because of where I think the first line of the third verse, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
out of the chorus. I think it's awesome because
Awesome. Thank you.
it really did stick out to me.
Well, in the general thought process I had going into sitting down to write this was, I mean, if you're a Christian, I guess you would say this is the day that the Lord has made, right? But and
Right.
I would say, I would back up and say so much of what we do and how we experience life is dependent on our attitude and our perspective, if that makes sense. That's
Mhm.
not everything, because if you wake up with lung cancer, like,
Right.
you got no judgment from me to
Yeah.
see the world however you see it. But right. But for Jeremy, I know there are days where I'm being a little bitch. And the fact is, like, I have a pretty good life. And the reality is, like, there's so much out there. This song, even if nothing else, if I got up and said, I'm going to write a song, I'm going to create a song that doesn't exist, for me to wake up in the morning and be sour about a day that has that kind of that kind of opportunity is, it
Yeah.
feels like I'm shortchanging the world and myself. So that was kind of my thinking as I started writing this, is all these things I want to say to myself, like, dude, let's just go see what happens. Let's just smile, put a smile on and get out of bed. And let's just see what this day might have. So,
Yeah. I think that's a really healthy perspective to have. Yeah. One that I need for
yeah,
sure.
well, I didn't want to point it out, but I wrote the song for you.
Very effective. It's working. That's dope.
Thank you.
Like I also noticed how organized your Logic session looks.
It's
Very nice.
so that guy I was telling you about, the YouTube mixer dude, he walked through, it was like a hour and a half video, walked through like setting up a whole thing. Now, what I'll say is I also had trouble when I started using sends and buses,
Uh-huh.
because I can't remember why I set it up the way he explained it really well in the video, but I can't remember exactly why this is going there. And so I had some weird feedback loops. So I had to, I used a lot less, my kind of go-to is to slap 2 compressors on every vocal chain and then turn them, down. And then I kind of know the same reverb settings, but all that stuff was giving me weird feedback loops. And so that was another kind of fun thing, is realizing, like, oh, doubling the vocals and using panning and volume, like, it got me a long way towards sounding like
That's
I wanted
cool.
to. So, yeah.
It's fun. I think
Mhm.
I definitely underestimated like the fun side of production.
Mhm.
It's just like a big problem solving
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
But the result is good music, which is
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I mean, we nailed it.
We did
Both
it.
of us freaking nailed it. Episode 10.
Yeah. Season 1. No, wait, no,
Season
season
1.
2, episode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're crushing it.
Yeah, we are. I can't believe it. It's really interesting that we both struggled so
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
with our ideas, because I don't think I had gone through that many ideas any other weeks.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm going to edit this out, but I want to, if you got a second, I want to share with, this won't take long. I wanted to share.
Yeah.
Hold on. So this is where I started. Let's see here. Here's where I started. Right. So this is what I was going to write. was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I love it though.
It was really fun.
Oh, yeah.
And then this was the second idea. So it's not like I was down the path on that one.
Yeah.
This one was, I think this would be a fun idea to come back to. So I think there's a lot of meat on that bone too. I just
Love
same deal. I couldn't make the drums work, and I was like,
drums.
I need Patrick to get his ass
heck
in gear,
yeah.
get some mics on those drums, but that doesn't exist anymore. So, anyways, so
I would help you even like if it's digitally, you know,
oh,
he could just like send you like a MIDI file.
maybe I would love it because I need some of those. I mean, I'm a drummer. I don't have a drum kit, and I think I could approximate it what I want to do on my own. I might have to do it in like 3 parts and
For
cobble
sure.
it together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But,
God, I am so jealous of people that started on drums
oh,
because I feel
yeah.
like that's the bane of my existence. I love drums, but
Yeah.
it doesn't come naturally to me. I don't think like a drummer. I don't listen to the drums the first
Mm.
thing I know. Jordan obviously does. My
Mhm.
brother is also a drummer, so I always just go to them and I'm like, help me, you know.
I love it.
Uh,
All right,
but
time in.
yes, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna
Oh,
say
we're
I edited out all that stuff. So
okay. Now we're back. We're back. We're back. Okay. No, I want to like do a deep dive on drums, but specifically digital drums because like obviously
yeah,
I'm not gonna be like go buy a kit and learn
yeah,
to drum.
yeah.
That's very expensive. But on Splice, you can do like one shot
Mhm.
samples, anything. And I
Yep.
learned that stack all kinds of things to make it sound however you want.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So, and there's this one track. You know what? Can I show it to you?
Please.
And you can
I wish you would.
edit it out. Okay, let me see if I hope I can find it. Because this is actually the song that I think I want to release next.
Mm.
But it's not done. Hang on. Um, I have like a digital drum, but eh, it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
I need something more
Trust me, I know.
cohesive.
Yeah.
Here we go. Where is it? Huh. Let me see. Oh, here. Oh no, where is it? All right, let me try again. It might be in somewhere else.
Usually is for me.
Somewhere else.
Where
Wherever
is
the
it?
hell.
Somewhere else.
Come on. No. Okay, I actually literally don't know how to find it. Never mind then. Maybe I'll
Yeah,
send you
please
I will
do.
send you just like an
Yeah,
audio or
I'd love
something.
it.
But I'm dreading having to like figure out the drums.
Oh,
Like everything else like I feel I can get around to, but I'm so intimidated by doing the drums. So maybe you can help me with that.
yeah. I
Uh,
mean, I'd love to.
all right.
Um,
Oh God.
what? I was gonna say something else to you. It doesn't
I
matter.
I have like that cold, like congested brain, you know? It's the worst. The worst.
Okay, so we're back.
We are officially back. Yes.
So Hosanna, do you have, and you don't want to need to spoil the surprise, but do you have thoughts or do you have a direction picked out or for your upcoming song?
For my upcoming song for next week or
Yeah.
next week. Well, I frantically wrote a bunch of lyrics. They're all kind of half ideas, you
Yeah.
know? Um, I could run with them. I'm every time I sit down with any one of those ideas, I have a different idea that would work for something else. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah. You
It's
know,
not
my sister-in-law was asking me last night. It's funny you should mention this. She was like asking me questions about, well, do you write music first or lyrics first, right? And which is harder to do? And I was just talking through that, and she said, what would be interesting is what if you took Hosanna's lyrics and wrote a song, what would that sound like? So uh I don't know if we want to do that this week because I don't know of any lyrics I have that are anyways, I just can't think of what's in my journal right now, right? In terms of lyrics that I haven't
Yeah.
already
I
done.
think that's a great idea because
Yeah.
I have tons of like, lyric ideas.
Yeah.
Not like, I wouldn't be able to give you like a full
Sure.
song's worth,
Yeah.
but I can something to start with.
Yeah.
I actually did that recently, not that recently, but where somebody online, I was like, hey, I need like a female vocalist. I have some lyrics, like,
Mm,
and you like write something. And so I took his lyrics and I wrote a song with it. Um, it was actually a really good prompt because it's not something I would normally write about.
yeah.
Um, but it was really fun. So I think that would be a really good
I
challenge.
love it. Well,
Yeah.
I have a song about hunting dogs and pickup trucks and
Oh,
Bud Light. That would be perfect.
that would be that would be something. You'll
Uh,
get the country twang from me.
I like it.
It'd be
Uh, no, but that sounds good. So not for this week, but maybe we'll do that one of
yeah,
these.
maybe another week. For this week, I think I'm gonna try to go back to that looper.
I love it.
I'm gonna try it.
I love it. Yeah. Uh, I am traveling next week. So I have this week, but next week. So I was thinking, again, I should do, because I'll be home, I think, Thursday night of next week. So I'll have Thursday and Friday to get
Uh-huh.
it done. But I was thinking, you know what? I should do an all vocal song. I wasn't
Oh,
thinking of a looper, but I was thinking of like Alison Krauss. I
yes.
went down to the river
Oh,
to
why
pray.
was that? I had that song in my head yesterday and today.
It's in the ether.
It
In the
is.
ether.
God, I
Uh,
specifically remember doing that in high school in
yeah,
choir.
yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
I was thinking next week that might be a good opportunity for me to just try, see what
I
happens. I think
love
I'm just take a microphone like a 58 with me and just try it on my MacBook and see what happens.
that. That's dope.
Yeah.
I love it.
So we'll see.
Best of luck.
All right.
Cool. All right. I will see you next week.
Yeah.
And is it the week after that you're coming out to Colorado?
I am leaving this Sunday. I fly to your state, so I need to get my stuff together.
Uh, I I know of an open mic on Monday nights.
Okay,
I
that
have
sounds
been
awesome.
that I've loved.
Yeah.
So I think we should go.
Do I need to bring $50?
Yeah.
Jump the line. Will I be able to borrow a guitar from somebody?
You can use one of mine.
Okay, great.
Like I have an acoustic one. I have a terrible acoustic. I have a small but better acoustic.
It's great.
Yeah.
That'll be
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah,
Cool.
I'm in.
Woo!
100%.
Let's do it. I'm so excited.
Fantastic. Hosanna, truly a joy for me to hear your songs and talk with you, my friend.
You too. Seriously, I appreciate it.
All right, until episode 2.
So season 2.
All right,
Peace out.
peace out.